Hey. Why aren't you home?
I'd go crazy sitting at home by myself, and Rick is supposed to meet me here.
What happened?
We're still waiting for the judge to sign off on Jason's statement.
Then the case really isn't closed.
Rick said that it's just a formality, but he was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago.
Well, Rick assured us that this would be over, Elizabeth.
It is. It will be.
I don't know, you guys. I mean, Lucky's not thrilled about this whole idea. What if he tells the judge that Jason lied on the statement and that Capelli really didn't kill Sanders?
No, Lucky would never do that.
He wants to protect you. That's what this whole thing is about.
Sorry it took so long. The judge got backed up in court.
So, well, is everything okay, or what?
The case is now truly, officially closed. You got yourself all upset over nothing.
Well, what I did isn't nothing.
No, what you allegedly did never happened, okay? There's no record of it at all. We can move on.
So the judge bought the whole story?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't he? I mean, Jason hates cops. He's been tied up with somebody's custody trial, and he had every reason to not come forward until now.
What about the charges against Nicholas?
Those have been dropped, of course. The DA's office released an official statement exonerating Nicholas Cassadine and any of all involvement with Xander Smith's murder.
I'm so grateful.
We can all forget about Xander Smith once and for all.
Won't you ever tell this child about its father? Reckless, but he was kind. He had a lot of good qualities.
You always saw the best side of him.
I hope you can too, for the sake of your child.
So, what's the plan, guys? You're gonna solve all the problems of the world, or are you gonna order something? I suggest the latter.
Yeah, we'll order something. You know.
Okay, no problem.
So, would you guys like to stay, have some coffee or something with us?
Actually, we have somewhere we need to be, and we're running late.
Let's go.
Maybe fast.
That was very smooth.
Yes, I thought so too.
So where are we supposed to be?
Anywhere but with Rick Lance.
Ah, yes, good plan.
Nicholas. Nicholas.
Oh, hello, grandmother.
Nicholas, you don't have time for this idle nonsense. Your destiny is calling.
What do you want, grandmother? Why are you following me around?
I understand that you've been cleared of that ridiculous murder.
It's on the news already?
Oh, unfortunately. You know, I would prefer, my darling, if you stayed out of the public eye.
Don't you even care that Nicholas has been exonerated?
Well, there was never any question that he would be.
What do you want?
I have sold the treasure on the open market.
The treasure?
Yes. An obliging, if somewhat underfunded petty criminal found that treasure in a dumpster outside the hotel. Well, he turned it over to me for a negligible fee, and I immediately sold it for auction in Europe.
Oh, I'm sure you turned a profit.
I've already deposited $25 million to the main Swiss account. Oh, you can draw on it at any time.
I knew you'd end up with all the money.
Why, thank you, grandmother. Thank you.
Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas, I have made you the prince again. It's a tremendous moment, an important moment, an historic moment that we should not waste outside a place like this. We should be in the city. No, I should fly us to Paris, where we can enjoy a real celebration.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's impossible. See, I'm putting half of the money in a trust for the fire victims and their families. The other half will be split with the Quartermaines.
You will do nothing of the sort.
You just gave me back the power. That means my decisions are not up for debate.
The Quartermaines do not deserve that money.
We would have never found the treasure if not for the Quartermaines, and besides, I owe them anyway.
For what?
For giving me their daughter, the woman I'm going to marry.
Nicholas, I will send all of that cash to the bottom of the harbor before I allow you to give it away.
I'd think before you cross me. Love her.
Did she really take all the money back?
Oh, I don't care. I won't let her or anything come between us. I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's go.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, I think so too.
How'd you find this place?
Well, the country house is just a couple of miles from here. I was out on a ride one afternoon. I heard some voices and music, so I turned down the road and found this church. There were some people milling around a little bit. A three-piece band was playing, and then poof, bride and groom come flying out of the church. The bride, she was laughing, and she throws her arm around the groom, and I don't know, but for some reason she reminded me of you. It was a couple years ago. I was dating Gia. You were in Colorado, and it just flashed across my mind what a beautiful bride you would be. Your face would look like full of love like that. And I remember I had just an ounce of regret that love wouldn't be for me.
All of my love is for you.
And I am so blessed that it is. And that's why I want to marry you, Emily. Right now, tonight. I know you want a formal wedding, but
Oh, I thought you did.
yeah, maybe want is too strong of a word. I mean, I feel obligated, to demonstrate to our families and to the rest of the world that you are my life. But that's about duty and tradition and about making other people happy, and it has nothing to do with love. And love, that's what I feel for you. I am so in love with you. I mean, I believe that our vows should be just between you and me and God.
And God's here tonight.
Yes. Do I get to see you walk down the aisle to me?
You have no idea how many times I've dreamed of doing just that.
Oh, wait. Gathered here tonight in the presence of you, God, to pledge our hearts and our lives to each other. I don't know if there's a divine plan, if we were always meant to be together, if she's the other half of my soul, and the time we spent apart was so I could just recognize that I was incomplete without her. I don't know. Maybe it's all just random chance, an accident that put us together and brought us here. And if that's true, God, thank you for every choice that we've made that led us to each other. tonight. I ask you, God, to keep this moment right now, alive in my heart. And to never take away the love that I feel for this woman. I ask that you give me strength and courage and patience and forgiveness to be the husband that she deserves.
I wanna thank you, God, for the miracle of your love and for the time that you gave me and Nicholas together, and for the years you gave me to grow up and realize that he was more than a handsome man who was out of my reach. And he's the man I want to build my life around. I want to stand by his side every day that we live. And I ask you, dear God, to please help me to love him the way he deserves to be loved. With patience and understanding and passion. And I pray that I will never lose sight of how blessed I am to be his wife.
Nicholas, take the Emily to be my wife. I promise to give you the best of myself. I promise that I'll be the best father I can be to your children. I promise to keep your secrets and share your burdens. And I promise to stand by your side no matter what challenges we face. I promise to trust you and believe in you. And I promise that I will love you forever. I give you this ring as a symbol of my...
And support you through bad times and good. I promise to believe in you and trust you with all of my secrets and my hopes and my fears. And I promise to love you forever. And I don't have a ring to give you, so
Bummer.
so I give you my heart instead.
Okay. I now pronounce us husband and wife.
Yes. And you may kiss the bride. I've always dreamed of marrying you.
I have.
I meant every promise that I made tonight, Nicholas.
So did I. We're married now. In our hearts. Nothing can ever separate us now.
somebody.
Well, maybe you're just being paranoid knowing Helena was on the warpath earlier.
Yeah, I guess I was so lost in our vows that I completely forgot about your grandmother, but now that you mention it.
Well, we can't go jumping at the shadows. You know, I mean, the worst part is over. We need to focus on being happy now. Come here.
You know, when I was a kid with a massive crush on you, I used to imagine us being together like this. And I just never dreamed that it would actually happen.
I've seen some of the most beautiful cathedrals in the world, but this is better.
Yeah. You can almost feel the love that's been shared here. And babies being blessed and people finding comfort in times of crisis. And people pledging themselves to each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're one of those couples.
Yeah. For better, for worse. I'm so glad we officially said those words.
You're my wife. Promised before God. I mean, you know, the legal details, we'll work those out later, but...
Speaking of legal details, are you worried about Helena?
Oh, no. I'm not worried, really, but I should probably speak to my bankers and make sure she can't reclaim any of the money from the sale of the treasure.
Ooh, banking, that sounds fun.
Hey, I'm not going to suffer on my own. You have to help.
What?
Hey, you have to go to your family and tell them that they will get a share of the treasure after all, but that most of the money goes to the families of the fire victims. You have to do that.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
I didn't want to interrupt you while you were praying. Why'd you want me to come back here?
Sometimes I just want to scream at my family for being so petty and awful to each other.
They love each other in their own way.
I know, and I love them too, even though I don't want to end up like them.
But that's why we're going to build a family of our own.
That is the only family I want.
It's hard, yours.
Emily? Hey, Em? Are you in here? Elizabeth?
Hey, thanks for coming so quickly.
Of course, what's going on?
The most wonderful surprise. I mean, the church was perfect, and we stood there and looked into each other's eyes and pledged our love, and, oh, Liz, I'm just so sure of Nicholas.
I'm so glad, Emily. You deserve to be happy after everything that happened with Xander.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's okay. It's just, you know, I loved him once. I never meant to hurt him.
Yeah, well, neither did I. I'm gonna feel sorry for the rest of my life that I killed him.
I mean, I'm responsible too. I'm the reason he started acting out in the first place.
No. Don't do this to yourself, Emily. Don't search for reasons to be guilty. You and Nicholas are gonna have an amazing life together, and so are Rick and the baby and I. None of us meant to hurt Xander. And the best thing for us all is just get on with our lives.
I know, I'm so happy with Nicholas, and I thank God every day that we have a lifetime to love each other. But, you know, my memories of Xander haven't gone away. You know, even when the person you cared for dies, they're always going to be in your heart. Liz? Are you back? Who could that be? Jason? No, it's not. Lucky? No, okay, this is a tough one. Helena. Nicholas. What a surprise.
What? It better not be. You're a married woman now. No one else is allowed to sneak up on you.
I've been floating on air since we said our vows.
Yes, which brings me to my next surprise. Okay, what am I thinking right now? What am I thinking right now?
What are you thinking right now? What are you thinking? I don't, let's see,
Very, very close. But no, I was thinking that our wedding should be followed by a honeymoon.
Even if the marriage wasn't real?
It was real, okay? It just wasn't official.
Okay.
I want to take you someplace remote and exotic to celebrate. And I was thinking maybe Bali, Moroccan coast.
What, seriously?
Yes. I will take you any place in the world on one condition.
Oh my goodness, okay.
We leave tonight. What about Thailand?
Oh, Thailand.
Some of the most beautiful beaches in the world in Thailand. No? Sardinia?
What?
The landscapes in Sardinia. Beautiful. What?
You're so mean.
What's so mean about wanting to take you away tonight?
Semester isn't over yet. I still have to take my final. You know that.
That's all right, I forgot.
I still want to go, just not right away.
Yeah, I was just trying to get your mind off the pressures that our family's been putting on us. Quartermain's bickering, Elena's...
Oh boy,
whatever.
Helena, think I'll ever win her over?
No, not a chance. Not that it matters in the least bit.
Well, you know, we are getting married, and she is your grandmother, so I guess I'm gonna have to start dealing with her sooner or later. Might as well start now, huh?
You're a brave woman.
I am, all right.
Yes. One of the many, many reasons I love you.
I love you too. Don't you worry about Helena. I'm gonna find a way to handle her.
No one handles Helena. Oh, I've dealt with more formidable opponents than you, my dear. If you attempt to antagonize me, you will deeply regret it.
Apologize to Emily.
Nicholas, you would be penniless if it weren't for me. You'd be signing job applications hoping to earn a paycheck like some other peasant.
I said apologize to Emily.
Oh, don't be absurd. Nicholas, I recovered that wonderful treasure so that I could give it to you. I'm not giving no attention.
Grandmother, it's real simple. I will not tolerate any hostility towards my fiancé, okay?
And I will not tolerate your sharing a prince's fortune with the vulgar Quartermains.
It's a fait accompli.
And you will reclaim that money just as you will retract that ludicrous promise to provide for those unfortunates of the hotel fire.
The money is for the fire victims is already in trust, Grandmother.
But Nicholas, you cannot squander millions of dollars on total strangers. Those people are disposable. They mean nothing to us. The Cassadines didn't own that hotel. We bear no responsibility for that fire.
You know, it's not about responsibility. Nicholas happens to care what happens to those fire victims.
Nicholas is too soft-hearted. Now, it's always been his greatest
No,
weakness.
it's his strength. Nicholas is a one.
Don't engage her, okay? It's just a waste of time. Would you please leave us alone?
I'm disappointed, Nicholas. And as you know, I don't take disappointment well.
You'll survive.
Survive? Survival depends on certain skills that you would be wise to acquire, such as strengthening important alliances instead of throwing them away. And you could begin by curbing your arrogance.
Whew. That was scary.
No, don't. Just ignore her. Okay?
What about those veiled threats?
Oh, she loves doing that. I mean, she thinks it leaves people quaking in fear, just wondering what's going to happen next.
She won't give up.
But it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Right? I will not let my grandmother hurt us. Okay? We've already been through hell and back, and we're still together, and we're still in love.
Yes.
Okay? Hey, there's nothing that can stop us now.
Why are we going this way?
You'll see.
You're being awfully mysterious.
And you're being too inquisitive and impatient.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Hey, let me guess. You have decided that there's no way that we're going to survive a formal wedding with both of our families. So, you have got a minister stashed in those bushes waiting to marry us, huh?
That's a really good idea. But no. No. Come on. We're here. We're here. You remember the first place we kissed, you ambushed me, you clamped your mouth around mine, and you stuck your tongue down my throat. Yes, you did.
The engagement is off, Nicholas Cassidy, unless you swear to forget that that ever happened.
No, not a chance. I have not forgotten how sweet and innocent you were, and I've been waiting to kiss you here again for a long, long time.
I was a teenager. It was my first kiss. I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew is that I wanted to be close to you. You must have thought I was pathetic.
No. I admired you. I thought it was quite fearless the way you put your feelings out there like that.
Fearless, huh? Why couldn't I do that with Xander? I should have told him as soon as I knew I loved you.
Yeah, well, you did what you thought was right at the time. You loved Xander too much to hurt him.
Do you think he was able to understand that before he died?
I don't know, Emily. I mean, I believe there was good in Xander only because you loved him. I saw him stand by your side through the cancer. I know how badly he wanted to save you, but there was another side to Xander. He got hurt, and he thought that entitled him to hurt everybody else. He lost you, and then he set out to punish you and me. Hey, it wasn't all bad, but it certainly wasn't all good either. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't grieve over him. I'm just, man, I've told you this. I don't want you to blame yourself for the choices that he makes.
I know. It's more selfish than that. You know, I'm superstitious, and it just almost seems like, I don't know, like we have more happiness than we deserve. Don't borrow trouble.
Excuse me?
It's an old saying. My grandmother uses it. Don't borrow trouble means don't find reasons to worry and be afraid. So I am stopping as of now.
Okay. Maybe I can help with a little distraction.
Yeah, those kisses are working just fine.
How about a little popcorn to go with? I practically had to drag you away from the car back there.
Okay, you're right. I'd love some. With extra butter, please. Bye.
Thanks for the warning. If I hear anything from that woman, you'll be the first to know. Okay? Yes. But now, there's something I need to ask you.
What is it?
Well, Emily and I, we haven't set a date yet, but we plan to get married this spring. Kind of going for a formal theme, both families in attendance. Well, it's possible that we come to our senses and elope, but but either way, I really want you to be my best man.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss it. Congratulations, big brother.
Thanks.
You know, one should always remember that Emily loved me first.
Hey, as a friend.
No, it was like
watch it.
crush. I mean, I remember, I could tell. Until she laid eyes on you, and then it was all over. But I always knew that you and Em were meant to be together. Yeah. I'd be honored to stand up for you.
Thank you.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
I got here as soon as I could. What's going on?
I'm so sorry to ask you about this.
What's happening, Em?
I need you to tell me everything that happened between you and Xander the night of the fire.
You know I really don't like to think about it.
Listen, I wouldn't ask you about this if it wasn't important.
What do you want to know?
Okay. Are you positive that Xander was dead when you left him?
Well, I didn't check his pulse or anything, but he was lying perfectly still, and Em, they ID'd his body.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. I think I'm losing my mind.
Okay, what are you talking about?
Tonight at the park, I thought I saw Xander. Nicholas had only been gone for a second, and I heard something, and I turned, and I thought I saw Xander standing there staring at me.
Well, did you say something to
I
him?
mean, it happened so fast. It was dark and foggy, and I was so shocked, and then he was gone before I could react, and
Okay, you know what? Sometimes when you're grieving, your mind can play tricks on you. I thought I saw Lucky everywhere after that fire in the motorcycle shop.
You think I imagined it?
I think you saw somebody who resembled Xander, and your brain just made the leap.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. You must be.
Xander's dead, Em. His body's lying in the morgue.
You're right. I'm sorry. Just forget I said anything. Xander's dead, and it's my own guilt playing tricks on me. Hi, you. Are you still at the park?
Yeah, I just finished up with Lucky.
Hey, forget about coming to Kelly's.
Is everything all right?
Everything's perfect. I just want to see you.
Okay. All right, let's go home. I'll build a fire and we'll curl up together, okay?
No, heaven. Stop talking, start walking. I'll meet you at the launch.
Okay. God help anything that gets in my way. Bye. For the most beautiful woman in the entire world.
No! No!
Yeah, wake up. You're having a nightmare. What's wrong? It's okay. It's okay. It's just a dream. I'm right here. It's just a dream. It's okay.
I saw Xander in the park.
In your dream?
No. Yesterday I really saw him.
Emily, Xander's dead.
He was watching me. You had gone for a second.
What? Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I didn't want it to be true.
Honey, it isn't. It isn't.
In my dream, he shot you.
Emily. It was a dream. Okay? It's not supposed to make sense.
He wanted revenge because I broke his heart, and he shot
It
you to
wasn't.
break mine.
It wasn't real.
I know. I think I'm being haunted. You know, Xander would be alive if we were still married.
Don't do this to yourself,
I lied
please.
to his face. I made vows that I knew I couldn't keep. I married him when I knew that I was falling in love with you. And that night, he walked in on us, and Xander left that cottage. I mean, it was It was our first home, and I took that from him too. I took everything. And
Is that why you think Xander shot me in your dream? To punish the both of us?
You're right. It was a nightmare. It's not supposed to make sense.
I've mastered the coffee maker. Aren't you impressed?
Incredibly. Thanks.
Yeah, it'll take away your dreams. Once you're loaded up with caffeine, you're gonna pack your bags because you're coming to Greece with me.
My answer to Greece is the same as the one I gave you to Thailand or Sardinia. And
The midterms?
yeah, I've got to ace them all.
I know. I don't want you to put too much pressure on yourself, okay?
If I'm serious about medical school, I have to get the grades now, and it really is that simple,
Well, what is your prognosis, doctor?
Let's see. Your heart is racing, and you've got a faraway look. It must be love.
Isn't love supposed to make you happy?
It does. I am.
Look,
but
I'm the Cassadine in this relationship, okay? I'll deal with the sense of foreboding and the nightmares and all that. Your job's just to keep reminding me that we have the rest of our lives to love each other.
Well, maybe it's that simple. I'm having nightmares because I'm afraid to get everything I ever wanted.
Well, you can control your dreams.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Close your eyes. Now, you think happy thoughts, good thoughts right before you drift off to sleep. Okay? Like the vows we said to each other in the church. And the moment you saw me when you thought I died in the fire.
I thought that was a dream. I was afraid to open my eyes in case you disappeared or...
No way, disappearing's out of the question. I love you so much. No. I'll never let you go.
Wish I could go.
You will someday soon. I'll show you the island, the house. Go for a stroll along the cliffs. Yeah.
I love the image of you as a little boy staring out at the ocean.
I'll be home as soon as I can, okay?
Okay. I'll be waiting.
You're the most beautiful woman in the whole world. You know that?
You said that in my dream.
It's true.
Will you wear this for me?
Have you decided that I need divine protection?
Why not? You promise you'll never take it off?
Yeah, yes, I promise. I will never take it off. I miss my plane.
Just a little bit longer.
And I'm
Just a little bit longer.
flying commercial. They won't hold my flight, baby.
Well, there's always another flight, and then another flight after that, and then another flight after that.
Okay. The sooner I go, the sooner I come home. Okay?
Nicholas, wait. I love you more than anyone. More than I ever imagined. And I always will.
I love you too. I'll be home soon.
Hey. Hi.
Hey, thank you for meeting me.
Of course. You could tell by the tone of your voice that you could use some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Good.
So Nicholas is on a business trip to Greece.
How long will you be gone for?
I'm not sure. Less than a week. I'm gonna miss him, of course, but it's not what's bothering me.
Is this about thinking you saw Xander?
It was in a dream, Liz. I mean, it was a nightmare, really. He shot Nicholas.
Well, I am sure that was terrifying, but...
Right, but it was only a dream. I know, Liz, but some dreams have meanings.
And sometimes it's a way for your mind to just work through an irrational fear.
It's not fear, Liz. It's guilt. I promised Xander that I would be with him for the rest of his life. And I failed him. I made him believe that I could save him. And then I pulled away. I found love with Nicholas. And I left Xander with nothing. And I need to ask for forgiveness and just find a way to let go.
And how are you going to do that?